Thank you. New at 10 o'clock tonight, the dad of a 19-year-old man shot and killed by Phoenix police after an armed robbery with a group of teens 5 years ago says that he still cannot get any answers into his son's death. The father of Jacob Harris says he now wants the city of Phoenix to call in the Department of Justice to release the findings from the Phoenix Police Department's full investigation. 12 News journalist Trisha Hendricks brings us up to date on the case.
It's always been anger.
In a one-on-one interview, Roland Harris speaks with 12 News 5 years after Phoenix police shot and killed his then 19-year-old son, Jacob.
I never gotten the full truth, the full story.
On January 11th, 2019, Jacob was with a group of friends who broke into a Whataburger near Dysart and Van Buren. Officers followed the group to 93rd Avenue and Camelback Road, where they tried to pull over their vehicle.
They deployed a grappler to stop the vehicle.
Video from police helicopters shows Jacob jumping out of the car and running toward a nearby Circle K. That's when investigators say he pointed a gun at police and officers shot him in the back. Jacob was taken to the hospital, where he later died.
Jacob was shot in the back twice.
The officers involved in the shooting were cleared of any wrongdoing, and a judge dropped Harris's wrongful death lawsuit. The case did not go to trial, and the case was not revived by the appeal. However, Harris claims officers lied in their police report and that his son was unarmed. The 3 other teens involved in the crime were charged with Jacob's death. Retired Phoenix police officer David Cothe analyzed the redacted body cam video.
Sad situation, but in the end, I understand the angsting of the father, and I understand some thoughts of those in the community that are activists, but the police were only responding to this young man's actions.
A police report shows Jacob pointed his gun at officers and was shot at least twice in the back. Phoenix police photos show a gun on the ground in the area where he went down.
There's evidence from that video, if in fact what fell out of his hands was a gun, that during the course of his running, whether it was planned on the young man's part or inadvertent, he was pointing a gun. There's 3 parts of the law that justifies the use of deadly force in this situation.
But still, Harris believes his son never pointed a gun at police and tells us he's not giving up. In fact, he recently submitted a formal request asking the Phoenix City Council to call on the DOJ to release more than just a summary of findings. He wants the City Council to release all the findings, the supporting facts uncovered by a federal investigation.
There was a family petition drafted up and I presented it to the city.
Harris's formal petition calls on the mayor and council to admit failing to hold Phoenix police accountable and admit to allegations still under review by federal authorities. While the city staff recommended not conceding those points, they agreed to send a letter asking the department to release the information Harris wants.
We hope that the DOJ releases the report.
Trisha Hendricks, 12 News.
Trisha, thank you. According to the City of Phoenix report, since the DOJ opened its investigation in August of 2021, the city has spent more than $7.5 million on costs connected to the investigation as of December of last year. New at 10 o'clock tonight.